You might not have the title of project manager, but if you're organizing, delegating, and getting things done, you are a project manager. Let's talk about the 5 essential skills that you need for a project manager. The number 1 skill you need as a project manager is communication. The ability to manage up, facilitate, and clearly communicate is an essential project management skill. What percentage of communication is project management? 90%, y'all. Over 90% of project management is communicating. You're communicating up, down, and across. You're communicating to stakeholders, internally, externally. You're communicating to vendors, customers. You are communicating. You communicate. So in project management, communication is so essential. You are the bridge to getting everything done. Once again, you have to communicate with the executives, the stakeholders, the internal, external vendors. You communicate with everybody. So communication is so important to project management. In my 20s, as a project coordinator, baby project manager, I had this little known thing called imposter syndrome. And I could not figure out why I was getting promoted, not every 6 months, but every 3 months. And management brought me in the office and they told me, because I communicate effectively, efficiently to everybody on my project. So the next essential skill for project management is planning and organization. You plan so much. Let's start in your day-to-day. Knowing how to break a big goal, say a year or 2, into small manageable tasks, that's planning. As a project manager, you need to understand and know how to break those large goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. This allows you to effectively and efficiently manage a project from beginning to end. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a definition of a project. Ooh, my next favorite, stakeholder management. That is making sure that everybody understands the expectations of your project. You're keeping people informed, you're getting their requirements, and you're making sure that you execute exactly what was originally planned. Now that's stakeholder engagement. As a project manager, you have to keep everybody connected to a common goal. That means your vendors, that means your C-suite, that means your users, your customers, that means everyone. You are the glue to keeping that project together. You make sure that whatever you plan is properly executed. You keep the project on schedule and on budget. The next skill a project manager needs is risk management. And this is my personal favorite. So you have to think about what possibly can go wrong and think of the backup plan. Project management is being proactive, and that's risk management. All risk is uncertainty. And so you as a project manager need to think ahead so that you can prevent things from happening. Part of project management is being able to evaluate vulnerable areas. Being a project management and mitigating risk is reducing the impact of the potential issue. And the next essential tool of project management is adaptability. Can you adapt and change when things need to? Part of the project management methodology is waterfall, agile, and a hybrid. And agile is being able to change and pivot, and that's what every industry wants in their project manager. So being able to adapt is a project manager's superpower. You have to be able to change, pivot, or whatever the circumstances call for. This is an essential tool in project management. So let's review. The 5 essential tools of project management are communication, adaptability, stakeholder engagement, risk management, and planning and organizing. So you know that toolbox that you have in that closet. Normally we use a hammer and a wrench and maybe a screwdriver. Well, think of project management as the same thing. You have all those tools and so many more to use. So what do I love about project management? I love project management because I never know what I'm going to be doing. What does that mean in real terms? That means when I wake up in the morning, I don't know if I'm going to have to go to the physical construction site, or am I going to have to present to the C-suite, or am I going to have to do a financial report? I love change, and if you love change like me, project management is for you. So which one is your superpower and which one are you working on? Leave a note in the comment. So if you're ready to turn your skills into a certified PMP, go ahead and download my free checklist. I'm Tamara McLemore, and I help you pass the PMP the first time and within 30 days. Tune in next time to my video where I share how to pivot careers. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment.